Buenas and half a day. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you and your family. We are live here. It's 4:04 p.m. We are live here from our Universal Church in Dededo. Today we have two of our YPG members, two youth of our YPG here in Guam, in the village of Dededo, and they're going to be sharing with us a little bit about their experiences about school, about peer pressure, and how this time of the year is a time to watch out for. It's the time that we have summer break, and we have to watch out for this summer break, make sure to make the best, to make the most out of it, and not waste time, right? We're live here off of our platforms. I am here seeing those of you who are joining us right now. Let me see if I can join in the live. There it is. All right. So you can participate. You can send us a text or a message through 671-971-7171, or you can comment here in the comments below. You can ask some questions to our guests, be a part of Micronesia Time. All right. So if you want to be a part of it, all you have to do is drop a comment here in the comment below. And as they are going to share their experience, their story, you can help them share their story by clicking the share button. All right. Drop it in your groups, your WhatsApp chats, your Messenger chats, whichever chat group that you are into. Drop it in, let them know, be a part of something great. All right. Now let's get to meet our guests here today. Let me see the both of them here. Okay, we have one. Your name?
Orti.
Orti, you're from where?
I'm from Chuk.
You were born in Chuk?
Oh no, I was born here on Guam.
So you're from here.
Yes.
You're from here. Okay, I also have here your name?
Christina.
Christina, move your mic just a little bit to the side so I can see your mouth. All right, that's a little too much. All right. Yeah. We're live. It's their first time. They're a little nervous, but we're going to share with you a little bit about their story and also how the Universal Church is all over helping young people find their way. Okay, speaking of all over, Pastor Lewis from our church in Colorado has a little something to say. If you have friends and family in Colorado State, especially in the Denver area, Aurora area, then you can let them know about this very special place that we have out there for the Micronesian community.
Rananiam, buenas half day, Yahweh, Talofa, Aloha. Hello, everybody. May the God of the Bible bless all of you in the name of the Lord Jesus. My name is Pastor Lewis. I'm the pastor responsible here in Denver, Colorado, and we are located at 6738 East Colfax Avenue. It is the main road here in Denver, Colorado, and we are inviting you who's saying that I need to stop suffering. You who have family problems, financial problems, health problems, we are here to help you. We understand your pain, which is why we can help you. For more information, you can call us at 720-353-7571. Again, the number is 720-353-7571. We are open all days of the week, and no matter your religion, your background, you are welcome to join us. And also feel free to send us a message at Uni Colorado on Facebook. See you soon.
Thank you so much, Pastor Lewis. If you have friends and family out there, you can reach out. The number is there for you. And also, if you want to send them a straight message, a direct message, go to Uni Colorado. Okay, now let's go to you guys. We have a lot to cover, and we have to get started. Now, Ladies first, Christina. We're going to talk today about peer pressure. All right. And I want you to explain a little bit better about how you have seen or what you have seen, stuff like that that has been going on. Now, um, we live in two worlds, especially you guys who's still in school. You have school is one environment. You got church, that's a completely different environment. And you have a group of people out there in the world pulling you to do whatever they want you to do. And you have a group of people here, the YPG, and especially that pull you to what is good. Now, um, what do you see, or what was or what has been your struggle when it comes down to school? And I'm not talking about like subjects. I'm talking about the stuff that you go through in terms of they're pulling one way, you're trying to do the right thing, they're trying to pull you to the wrong stuff. What is it?
Um, so
You got to talk a lot louder than that. Let's raise her mic, please, because she likes to whisper. I don't know why she likes to whisper. So, what is it?
so back, I mean, yeah, when I was in school, I was always dealing with trying trying not to go back to vaping, trying not to go back to the weed, to the relationships.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the stuff that they would pressure you into. How old were you when it started? Was it like you're in which grade?
Right now I'm in turning right now I'm turning junior.
Junior.
Yeah,
How
so
old are you?
I'm 16.
16 years old. Okay, so
Mhm.
when did you start noticing that school was say a negative, not that the school was a negative influence, but at school you had negative influences. You go there to learn, you go there to uh, further your education. But when did you start noticing, hey, this environment is pushing me to doing a lot of stuff that I shouldn't?
It was back in middle school.
Back in middle school, what
Mhm.
was happening?
So
Which middle school?
Antolon.
Antolon Middle School. This is
Yes.
here in Baragala, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then
So I was always hanging out with the bad friends.
mm,
They were pushing me to vape. And I also found like I was also influenced on the dabs and weed as well.
how was the influence? How did it
Um,
start? How was it?
they told me to try. They told me to hang out with them, and so then I started hanging out with them, and I started doing whatever they started doing, skipping classes, um, getting into like drama fights.
Mm.
Yeah, I was always um, scoring puffs and dabs from other people.
When
As
you say
well.
scoring, you mean stealing,
Buying from them.
buying.
I could also steal puffs and stabs just for my friends. Like we would
You would steal for your friends or from your friends?
for my friends.
Explain.
So we would like make a plan like, oh, let's steal that girl's puff. You get it, I go in the restroom, and then when you go out, and then you say it was with me, and then but it's actually with you. Like we just like make up a plan just to like steal that vape bar from another person,
And then what?
and then we'll just keep it to ourselves.
Okay. And what else? What, so you said that there, like I said, the problem is not the school. The problem is the kind of environment that you have at the school, and what they were pulling you to. If we could do a double box, please. So if the things that you were seeing were trying to get in the way, or how was it?
Um, so I was always a good student. Like I would always do my work and stuff like that. But because I hanged out with the wrong crowd, with the wrong friends, I started skipping classes. I started to disrespect the teachers like the way my friends were. I just wanted to be cool like them, but I didn't know that I was an idiot.
Didn't you notice that the cool kids were kind of stupid? Like they didn't like think that straight and all that.
Yes.
But you still want to be like that?
Yes,
My goodness.
because they have all the attention from other people. So I was like, I wanted that attention as well.
Okay, so you were doing it for attention.
Yes,
Okay, and then what?
and then I started coming to the church. My sisters, they brought me to the YPG.
No, hold on. We're not done yet.
Oh.
I want to talk more about the not so good stuff.
So I started to do weed and
Weed.
dabs.
In
Yes,
middle school.
in middle school.
You would do it where?
Sometimes at my house, like I would just score for my relatives, like my cousins.
When you say score, what does that mean? I'm feeling really old right now. I have no idea what the score.
Score, like I would just like get it from them.
To score is to get it from.
Yeah, like buy or get it from them.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you would score, meaning I got one.
Yeah,
So you would score. What would you score?
the weed or the dab pen,
The weed, the dab pen. What else?
and the vape.
The vape, and you would get
Yeah.
all this stuff at school.
Some of them is at my house. Yeah, but I was influenced to do the vaping from my sisters.
Oh, so but they also got it from the school.
Yes.
So
from their
it's like everybody
friends,
goes to different schools.
but we all had the same.
Problems.
Yeah.
And then they would come bring. Now, did you ever get in trouble because of the vape or dap or whatever the thing is?
I would never get caught.
Never get caught. Okay, but what about with your family? Would you get caught with your family?
Yes. My
So
mom-
in school, no, but in the house,
in my
yeah.
house, yes.
And then what would happen?
Like my mom would just get mad at me. Why are you doing this?
Hmm.
And I wouldn't answer. I would just be like, "What do you mean?" Act like I
You would
didn't
lie it
do
off
Mhm.
all the time.
Yep.
Okay.
Tell her that I didn't do it. Like she's just saying things.
Well, you blame it on your sisters or?
Yep, I'll blame it on my older sister.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell my mom like, "Oh, it's hers. It's not mine."
Or was it hers or no?
No, it was actually
It
mine.
was actually yours. Okay. So sometimes it was your sister, sometimes it was you.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
I would also steal money from my grandma, my parents as well.
You steal for what?
Steal for the vape and my
So
friends.
sometimes you would steal the vape, sometimes you would buy the vape.
Yes, but there's sometimes where I would buy it, but if I don't have money, I would steal it from my parents or my grandparents.
Steal the money or the vape?
The money.
Steal the money. Okay.
Yes.
And then this was something you were doing often?
Yes, I was doing it. I do it for when we have activities at school. When I don't have a vape, I steal it and tell someone to buy it for me because I was still too young and couldn't buy it. So I would steal money from my parents. They'd give it to someone to buy me vape and they give it to me. Or if it's not for the vape, it's for my friends. Just to, show them that I have money, I have cash.
But you were broke.
I was broke.
It's just trying to show off stuff that you were not half of that.
Yep.
Okay. What else did they pressure you into?
They were just, there was this one time where I was being pushed in a drama that I wasn't involved in, and that's when I noticed that they weren't real friends.
What do you mean?
Like that I was like, I didn't do anything wrong, but then they started putting the blame on me. Like, oh, it was her fault. And I was just there like, I didn't even do anything.
But when you say drama, like violence, like fight?
Like they were like about to like cause a fight and all that. And there were some that were blaming me. There were some that were like, they were just like letting it happen. And then
what?
That's when I noticed that they weren't real friends. So every time I try and distance myself from them, it would like I want to like distance myself from them, but I just couldn't. And then there was this one time where, because I also had cousins in the friend group, and then like I would like tell him like what's happening, and he would be like, I don't care, it's your fault. Like they start putting the blame on me because it was over some little relationship drama.
So wait a minute. So, they the guy, sorry, the girls at school,
Yep.
your little clique of girls there, they would also push you into getting into relationships.
No, they were in a relationship, but they would blame me like, why you with my man?
Yo, yo, man.
Yeah, like
How old are you? Or how old were they?
they were like, I think 13 or 14.
30 for my man. What?
Yeah.
My goodness.
No, because yeah, and then it was just a small little drama, and then later on, I told them like, oh, don't put me in anything anymore. I'm not gonna hang out with you guys no more and stuff like that.
And you would be into these relationships as well, or it
No,
was just them?
it was just them, but it was like, yeah, it was just them.
But then later on, you did get into relationships.
Yeah, back when I was young.
You're still young,
elementary.
so you're not old.
Well, when I was in elementary, I did get
Elementary.
into
What's
relationships.
wrong with these kids? My goodness.
Elementary and 6th grade year, when I was in 5th grade, I dated someone it was a toxic relationship.
A fifth grader in a toxic relationship.
The guy was older than me.
By how much?
He was, I think, in middle school, turning high school, and I was
My
in it.
God, what is wrong with these kids, my? That's what I'm saying. Let's cut here. Is there anything else?
No, it was just that the bad friendships and the bad relationships. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go to Orti in just a minute, but in the meantime, if you want to jump in, if you want to ask them a question, you can do so. We're live. It's 4:21. We're gonna go all the way to 5 p.m. today, and you still have a chance to join in for the blessing of the graduates. If you graduated or if you promoted, one or the other. Kiki, you promoted from which school?
Antolon.
You promoted,
Yeah.
so you're still in Antolon.
No, I promoted from Antolon going to Titan, but now I'm a sophomore.
So you're already in Tizan.
Yeah.
So you graduated.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Graduated from Antolon.
Graduated from Antolon. Now you are
In Tizan.
in Tizan High, but you did not get held back in the grade. You're moving on to the next grade.
Yes.
All right. So congratulations for your promotion. And if you want to participate in the last of the day, or I'm going to show you here on the screen, which is the blessing of the graduates. All the graduates, whichever school you graduated from, you have a chance to be a part of this blessing. It was this morning, Sunday, 10 a.m. I don't know if they have the pictures of this morning. But if you did not make it for the morning blessing, you can still show up today at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. We're still going to have one more, and you'll be able to join. You'll be able to participate if you graduated from junior high, from high school, from college, or perhaps you are a parent. You are the mom, you are the dad, and you're seeing that you want your kids to go in the right way. No matter what it is, it's the wisdom that God gives that is really going to make the difference in the blessing. Because the school can give you the information, how to read, how to write, how social studies works, how the math works, and all that stuff is extremely important. No one's saying that stuff is not important. The problem is when that's all you have, you don't have wisdom, and then you end up making some messed up choices. Okay, let's go here to Orti. Orti, what about you? How's your experience with peer pressure, especially at school?
Oh, I'd say it all started in elementary. In the early
Elementary,
grades,
what grade?
I'd say third grade going up.
Third grade.
Yeah,
What school did you go to?
Finnegan.
Finnegan Elementary School. So tell me about this pressure. What were they pressuring you into? I mean, I'm thinking third grade. I'm thinking crayons. I'm thinking color pencils.
No, because where I grew up, Santa Ana,
Mm,
up north.
Jigo area, right?
Yeah, I guess the kids there are like, they grow up with no good examples. You
Mm.
got drunk men going around everywhere. So, it was third grade where I was doing pretty good.
In third grade.
Yeah,
Okay.
grade wise and as a student also. But it was when I started hanging out with a certain friend group. It's just a friend group, but
It's like a gang.
yeah,
A third grade gang.
want to be kids.
Wannabe gang.
Yeah, it was
Uh-huh.
kids that were from my area, from Ironwood, and anywhere, just everywhere.
All
Um,
kinds. Filipinos,
yeah.
Chamorros, everybody together.
But they influenced me in trying vape. That's where I first started.
You started vaping in third grade?
Yeah.
All right. Now third grade vaping.
Yeah.
All right. And then what you found it or they pushed it on you? How was your
I
contact
would like
with this?
see them like doing it sometimes, and they would like ask me if I wanted to try, but I was like, oh no, because I had a fear for my mother.
What were you saying that they were threatening your mom if you wouldn't do it?
No, like they would like offer me, but I say no because I don't want my mom finding out.
Oh, okay. You were afraid of your mom because she was
Yeah.
gonna beat you down if she found the stuff inside
Yeah.
your backpack and stuff like.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a day where I just got curious
Mm.
and wanted to try. It was after school. We got to the bus stop, and they let me try. At first, I didn't like it, so I didn't try from going forward till middle school.
All right. And then what happened?
I'd noticed that peer pressure was really a big factor in me not like doing well in school, because it was the fact that I wanted to feel, wanted to feel a part of something, like of the group.
Hmm.
When I was doing well in school, I was by myself. I was actually getting good grades, but then when I saw how like fun it looked, seeing the other kids having fun and all that,
Mm.
I just threw that away and just wanted to be a part of them. So moving to middle school, I was living here in North and going to school in South because my
Where
mom,
in South?
I get,
Why so far? That's out of your
'Cause-
district.
because my mom wanted me to be separated from
From that
the groups.
Agate, for those of you who don't know Guam, that's like half the island. If you live in the north and you already went halfway down the island. So you were now going to where in Agate?
A private school,
What's the name?
Mount Carmel. It's now a charter school. But yeah, it was a
Mount
private school.
Carmel Charter School. So you'll be going to that charter school, and then it stopped.
Nah, I expected it to be like different. You know how like it's a Catholic school.
Uh-huh.
I expected like holiness and all that.
But
But
it was not. the
yeah, my
case.
first few weeks in, it was like doing. I was like seeing, oh wow, this is a good environment to be around. I can
Mhm.
probably focus on school now. Then going into the first few months, that's when I saw like vaping.
inside the school.
Yeah,
Ush.
in the back of the
So
classroom.
inside the classroom.
Yeah,
What is wrong with these people inside
and
the
the
classroom?
crazy thing is the subject was religion.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
the subject's religion and people are vaping inside of the classroom. What else?
Yeah, so I just thought like I couldn't run away from that, so I
Hmm.
got back into it, vaping and all, and I guess that's where I saw where I was more like affected by peer pressure, just because I wanted to feel
Now
one.
now you change schools.
Hmm.
You're going into a different school, and it's the same mess.
Still the same, but high school is, I'd say, worse.
Also, Mount Carmel was high school for you.
No. From
Middle school.
middle school. Yeah, elementary going into middle school.
Okay,
Still the
so
same.
Okay, so did you just switch schools, or you kept the same school, or what was it?
No, I graduated from Mount Carmel,
Mhm.
going into high school, Ukuru.
And then now Okuru's public, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you go back into public school, and then it's the same, it's
Whoa.
worse, it's a little bit less.
Actually, ninth grade, my freshman year,
Hmm.
that's where it got worse. I actually went. I still stayed south to go to
Back in-
school because there was a new charter school, Career Tech,
Uh-huh.
and in that school, that's where I started the other things, chewing,
True, what?
tobacco,
What else?
grizzly. That's where I got into smoking weed,
Uh-huh.
hitting dabs, um, violence,
Violence over what?
like fighting
No, I know, but over what?
over just little simple things. Like there was a time where just out of nowhere, a guy said like, "Do you want to get jumped?" I just say, "Oh, all right,"
So just for fun.
just for fun.
My goodness. Okay, and how did that affect your grades?
Oh, very bad. That's why I was lacking a lot. My freshman year, I failed the first whole semester.
But why? Like absences, or
No,
just
I
no homework?
I attended school every single day just to be around those groups and people.
Oh, so you didn't want
But-
you didn't go there for the academics. You came for
Yeah,
the
I just stopped caring at
the
all.
accolades. All right. And what else?
Um, I guess entering high school, that's where I started like not listening or caring about what my parents said. I would not listen to them at all. So whatever they would tell me to do, I'll just do the opposite. Whatever they tell me, just enter one year, go out the other.
This includes teachers, school aides, principals, all of that.
Yeah.
Everybody who would talk to you the same nonsense. All right. Now, if we have any questions out there, if you want to join in, you can do that right now through our comment section, and you can send a comment here below, and you'll be able to join in, participate. We also have some good news out there for Washington. If you live in Washington State, if you live out there in Washington State, Tacoma, Washington, the capital of Washington State, right above Oregon. So you have now a reason to celebrate, because this June 1st at 10 a.m., Pastor Diego is going to be out there with all of you guys, and he is going to be having the grand opening of our first Universal Church in English for the Micronesian community out there in Tacoma, Washington. I'm going to show you this video right now, and you'll be able to know exactly where it is, what it looks like, and how, if you have family out there, I know there's a very large Chamorro population out there in Tacoma, and also further down south in Portland, or not Portland, Vancouver, Washington is a large Micronesian population. So regardless of where you are in the state of Washington, Tacoma, the capital, we're going to have our Universal Church opening this June 1st at 10 o'clock. Is the video ready? All right, so let's watch.
Hello, everyone. Good day to you. This is Pastor Diego here from Washington State. And as you can see behind me, this is the new location of our church here in Tacoma, Washington. You who say, Pastor, I have family members there in Tacoma. I want to invite you to invite your family members. Or you who's watching us right now, you say, I have family members there in Washington State. Invite them for our grand opening, which is going to be June 1st, here in Tacoma, Washington. The address of this place here in Tacoma is 10428 Pacific Avenue South, Tacoma, Washington. All right. So I want you to share and talk to your family members, call them and tell them this great news that we are going to open our location here in Washington, Tacoma. I want to show you a little bit of the inside. You can come follow me. This is the entrance of the church. This is the lobby here. Now I want to show you the sanctuary. still under construction, but by June 1st, everything will be set up, chairs. See here, we have the altar, a place of miracles, a place of sacrifice, and we see the word of God. This is a place where many miracles will happen. And your miracle can happen. Right? You will be free. You and your family here on this altar, you will be glorifying the name of the Lord Jesus. Right? So I invite each and every one of you this June 1st at 10 in the morning, which is the first Sunday of June. As the word of God says, blessed shall it be when you go in, and blessed shall it be when you go out. We're going out the month of May. We're entering. What better way than entering in the presence of God in the house? So June 1st, 10 in the morning, 10/4/28, Pacific Avenue South, Tacoma, Washington. You are my invite. Come and receive this. Right? God bless all of you. And I will see you June 1st.
Querido chapur to our Pastor Diego out there in Tacoma, Washington. And if you have family out there, friends out there, if you maybe even live out there, you're watching right now, all the way from Washington. Now you are finally going to have a universal church out there open every day, ready to help you, your friends, your family to have this wonderful experience of getting to know the living God, the true God, the God that is spirit, that pulls you to life instead of death. Now let's talk here to the two of them. You guys, both of you spoke about how how while you were in school there was always a negative influence. It was not the school teaching you the wrong things, but the students there pulling you to the vape, to the what else?
Drugs.
What else? Can I hear you? Her mic's off. What else?
The weed.
So the weed, the drugs, what else? The parties, fights, all that stuff. So all that stuff was always pulling you in the wrong direction every time. But when you guys started joining the YPG, what was the difference? What was the difference for you guys?
Oh.
Let's start with KK. Ladies first.
The difference was, it's like they didn't force me to do anything. They were actually telling me like to like let go of the wrong things that I was doing, and that it wasn't worth doing what I was like.
So they were kind of pulling you to the good stuff.
Yes.
All right. And did you feel judged or accepted or kicked to the side?
When I first started joining the YPG, I felt ashamed to be around them.
Why?
Because I felt like
Because you look much.
I felt like they were cleaner than me.
Uh,
Like my sisters, both of them, it's like they let go of the bad things they were doing, but I was still holding on to it. I was still new to YPG. But when they invited me, I didn't want to go. There was times where they were like try to let me stay back, like
they who?
My sisters and the YPG members as well.
So is no one was kicking you to the side. You
No.
were just wanting to do what was right.
I was kicking myself to the side.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
And then when I started joining the YPG, I felt more, how do we say this? I felt like they wanted to help me. So I started joining the YPG more often. I would join the activities, the message that's passed on to us.
What was different for you as you were joining from perhaps other places that you went?
Whenever I'm around the YPG members, it was like I was at peace. There was nothing bothering me. Like,
But you still had friends in school.
yes.
But what was different from you being around your friends in school and having your friends here? What was the difference for you?
The difference? So, the difference between the YPG and my friends at school was they weren't, because whenever I'm with my friends at school, I felt like I was always judged. And I always tried to like please them.
So you were forced, sorry, not forced, but you would always compete for, no, I want their approval.
Yes.
I want them to accept me.
Mhm.
I want them to love me. I want them to like me. I want them to celebrate. And that was all the time,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
What else?
And then when I'm around the YPG members, it's like they just accepted me. It's like they wanted to help me, and they like I felt more accepted, and I felt I was seen and all that. So I started joining the YPG. I started to notice that what they told me to let go of, how they told me that it wasn't worth it. I started to notice that the difference
Mhm.
between the negative and the positive, how the YPG members treated me and how my friends at school treated me. And they treated me like a family instead of like just a stranger. So then later on, I started to distance myself from the friends at school. And I noticed how that changed, how it changed my grades, it changed my attitude towards many people. Because when I was hanging out with those type of friends, I was also disobedient to my parents.
So you were Nukumach,
Mm-hmm.
very Nukumach.
Very.
Nukumach, for those of you who have no idea what I'm saying, is when the kids rebellious, is always causing trouble, acting a fool, and all that stuff. So that started to stop.
Yeah.
And what impact did this have on your family? Because you said that while you were there with your school friends, that you're always getting in trouble with your mom. She's catching you with the vape and,
Yes, there
and that
was.
stuff. What was the difference for you?
So before, we were always like an angry family. We would yell at each other. We would like just argue over little things. But then after coming to the YPG, coming to church, we started to, me and my family, my whole family, we started to sit together, eat together.
Which was very rare.
Yes, because we barely like talk to each other. And my relationship with my sisters, it was really bad. My sisters wouldn't want to talk to me
Was there a reason why?
because my mom and dad they would always compare us.
Oh, kind of like, why aren't you like your sister, or
Yes.
you should be more like your sister, or you should be more like your cousin. So you got compared to who?
So my mom would compare my sisters to me, telling my sisters that, because I was always around in the house, I was always doing what my parents and them said just to get the money. So I would just do that for the money, but I wouldn't do that out of want, out of love, because I was also disobedient to my parents. When they tell me not to go anywhere, I'd still go. So my sisters, they hated me. My older sister, it's like she disliked me, but when I have something that she wants, then she likes me. But then it changed. It's like whether I have something that they want or not, they want to be around me.
So no family's perfect. Yours is not. Mine is not. No family's perfect. But you have seen a lot of positive improvements.
Yes.
Since you've been coming and understanding, right?
Yes.
So what stands out to you when you're like in YPG and we have something going around, like a talk or something like that? What stands out for you?
what stood out to me was that
I'm not talking
that
about like today. I'm talking about like in
yeah,
general. Or
um
what's unique about it?
I remember we had a meeting about being two-faced. One person in the church, one person outside the church. And that was me. I was a different person everywhere, in school, in the house, outside of the house, in the church. It's like in church like I was like a peaceful kind. Like I was always nice, calm. When I go home, I'm always yelling. I was such an angry person. At school, it's like I was naughty. I was, yeah, I was bad. And then that stood out to me because I was living that kind of life. And it was like, it was a warning for me.
So the when you get around and when we have our talks or like real talk or
Mhm.
the meetings with the YPG, you get to understand it, right? It's not something that doesn't speak your language. You get it.
Yes, I understand.
All right. So positive impact for your positive impact for your family and also positive impact for your school. You're not getting in trouble anymore.
Mhm.
Your grades are picking up.
Yes.
All right, very good. Let's go now to Orti. Orti, same thing. Um, since coming to the YPG and learning, listening, applying, what have you noticed that has been a positive impact for you? Still off.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Uh, joining the YPG, um, it's like so different because it gave a welcoming like vibe. You know, it didn't have to be forced where I'll fit in. My first YPG day was I think Easter Sunday last year.
Okay.
Oh no, Palm Sunday.
Palms in.
Yeah, I was invited, and they didn't really force it onto me. You know, they didn't like, oh come, you should join this. Come, just come. They just said, if you want to and you see a change, then you can keep coming. But if you don't, then we won't force you.
And what were the things that was happening there that helped you? I mean, because you were already drinking, using drugs, getting into fights. You're a mess. So what did happen out there that helped you?
Uh, seeing different type of people, like those that came from the world, and how much they changed, which really moved me to strive to change. You know, I saw like couple of people that grew up where I grew up,
Mm.
and I started seeing how much they changed compared to how they were before, which really motivated me a lot. And also testimonies from my fellow YPG members,
Mhm.
which really opened my eyes a lot.
So you found like a real inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay. And what was the positive impact in your family?
My family, um, joining the YPG meetings and everything, it taught me to be more calm, more patient. And of course, I'm still, building up.
Work
to
in
be more,
progress.
work in progress. I'm not perfect. Nobody is, but I'm still trying my best. But joining the YPG has showed me a lot of things.
So it's a pull in the right direction for you.
Yes.
Okay. How's relationship with mom, with dad, with your
Mom and
you
dad.
have a sister, right?
Yes.
How many? Just one?
Just one. Yeah.
Okay.
Just
So
two of us.
with your siblings, with your cousins, with your how is the relationship now?
It's healthier than it was before coming to the church.
Uh-huh.
Of course, there was unnecessary fights, yelling every single day over the littlest things. It wouldn't even be that big, but of course, I'll be the one to be blamed, yelled at,
Mhm.
being the oldest, And now it's better, but of course, there's still times here and there where I admit that I'm rebellious, yes, but I'm still trying. I'm still working on myself.
So you haven't quit, you haven't given up.
No.
All right. So there are moments that um, being young and not having a good frame of reference, a north, a direction in life is the worst thing that could happen. Because many young people, they get blamed like, oh, you're this, you're that, you're stupid, you're nothing, you're never gonna be anybody. Okay, but who's teaching them how to do it right? Is it you? Or are you gonna leave it up to the device to raise your kids? Are you gonna leave it up to social media? You're gonna give it up to TikTok? TikTok's gonna be father and mother of the year. That's not how it works. So when they come here to the YPG, they have this experience that is taking them to have a real relationship with God above all, and also bless their family. Some, like them, they had a family. Others have a broken family. Some people barely know their family. They're just bouncing from house to house. It's rough. It's difficult. And I'm not saying that, no, you guys are off the hook. You never did anything wrong. No, you did plenty wrong. But where are the people who are teaching the right? That's my question. And that's why we need a positive direction. You need to shoot your kids in the right way, or else someone is going to take them in the wrong way. There's always one or more forces pulling for the wrong. So at least we should be pulling into the right. That's something that all of us can do. No matter who you are, no matter how many kids you have, there's always a way of pulling to the right. Right? So now, guys, I want you to look here. Just the two, if they can give me the two here. Just them, just them. Just them. There you go. All right. Now the both of you look here. What would you have to say, Christina, to the young Micronesian girls out there? What do you have to tell them? Whatever you want to say concerning the YPG, concerning the problems that you went through, what do you have to say? Can't hear.
Be truthful to yourself. Don't waste your time on things that are not worth it. And obey your parents. Yeah.
All right. Obey your parents. Don't waste time. Orti,
Um,
right here.
an important message that I heard in a YPG meeting. You are who you surround yourself with. So to all the Micronesians out there, whether boy, girl, man, woman, I'd say don't look for comfort in those who you see that are bad, but try to seek for those who are truly there for you, who can actually help you change. And of course, the one that can help you change the most is the one above himself. So seek for the eternal.
So there you have it. Two people, two youth who had a positive change, a positive impact concerning their family, concerning their faith, now concerning also their academics, their career path, the things that they are choosing to do. Do we have any questions out there from our people in the comments? Anybody who has any questions? Or we can do a little shout out. We have here, I see Joy. Joy, for those of you who don't know, is KK's mom. Let's see her comment. So KK's mom is saying, "Amen, amen." What good things are happening. Solo Dolo, for those of you who don't know, is KK's sister, Christina's sister. Let me see here. Who else? Have Lauren and not Lauren, Lourdes, Miss Lourdes from our Caleb group. Let me see here. Who else? Laurinette Palomo, amen. Laurinette, thank you so much for joining. This one here, I can't read that one. Amber Ferrata sharing her highlights. Yeah. By the way, throw this in the comments as highlights or followers. so that you can help share this word out. So yeah, hello guys, great job. That's my wife. Best comment of the day, my wife. There you go. Who else? See, I think I does Mio have a question, or is she just tagging some people? Okay, have one more amen out there. All right, so it's time for us to come to a close. Tomorrow we'll be here with more Micronesia time. And if you still want, there's still time. It's not over yet. If you haven't come today, you graduated, you promoted, and if you have not been here for the blessing of the graduates, so you still have time to join in for the blessing of the graduates. It's going to happen today at 6 p.m. Pastor Manuel, the YPG leader here for our church in Dededo, he's going to be holding this meeting 6 p.m. It's going to start in an hour and 5 minutes, and you'll be able to join. If you are a parent, bring your kids. If you are not a parent, then you come yourself on your own. You're a high school graduate, junior high, or even college, GCC, UOG, or maybe you're off island and you're here just for a few days. You're not from Guam, but you're here for a few days. Come and join us, participate of this blessing. I'm sure it's going to help you a lot. All right. I'm going to leave you again with Pastor Lewis, and then right after that, Pastor Diego, Denver, Colorado, and also our newest church out there in Washington State. Washington State. Big hello to everybody out there in Tacoma, Washington. The big Chamorro population out there in Tacoma. Also in Vancouver, Washington, the Micronesian population. From Palau to the Marshall Islands, Micronesia Time is showing you the big faith of the small islands, right? God bless. Tomorrow at 9 p.m. God bless.
Rananiam, buenas half day, Yahweh, Talofa, Aloha. Hello, everybody. May the God of the Bible bless all of you in the name of the Lord Jesus. My name is Pastor Lewis. I'm the pastor responsible here in Denver, Colorado, and we are located at 6738 East Colfax Avenue. It is the main road here in Denver, Colorado, and we are inviting you who's saying that I need to stop suffering. You who have family problems, financial problems, health problems, we are here to help you. We understand your pain, which is why we can help you. For more information, you can call us at 720-353-7571. Again, the number is 720-353-7571. We are open all days of the week, and no matter your religion, your background, you are welcome to join us. And also feel free to send us a message at Uni
Hello,
Colorado
everyone.
on.
Good day to you. This is Pastor Diego here from Washington State. And as you can see behind me, this is the new location of our church here in Tacoma, Washington. You who say, Pastor, I have family members there in Tacoma. I want to invite you to invite your family members. Or you who's watching us right now, you say, I have family members there in Washington State. Invite them for our grand opening, which is going to be June 1st. June 1st, here in Tacoma, Washington. The address of this place here in Tacoma is 10428 Pacific Avenue South, Tacoma, Washington. All right. So I want you to share and talk to your family members, call them and tell them this great news that we are going to open our location here in Washington, Tacoma. I want to show you a little bit of the inside. You can from this entrance of the church here. Now I want to show you the sanctuary. June 1st, here we have the voice. Please hear this. This is a place where many individuals a new year looking at you will be free. You and your family here on this altar, you will be glorifying the Lord Jesus. Right? I invite each and every one of you this June 1st at 10 in the morning, which is the first Sunday of June. As the word of God says, blessed shall it be when you go in, and blessed shall it be when you out. We're going out the month of May. We're entering. What better way than entering the presence of God? So June 1st, 10 in the morning, 10 4 28 Pacific Avenue South, Washington. You might invite, come and receive it. Right? God bless all of you. Go to the way. Pay attention to me, and we'll see you.